Shifting focus now to news coming in from Maharashtra. After mega approach, Jitendra Awhad, leader of the NCP, the Sharad Pawar camp, has now come out and said that if sentiments were hurt, I apologize. Sources also say that there is internal pressure from within the party that has now led for him to stand down and come out and apologize. Remember, Jitendra Awhad yesterday, while addressing a gathering, had gone on to say that Lord Ram was a Kshatriya and Kshatriyas eat meat. How could he have been exiled for as many years as he did and survive on vegetarian food, was what Awhad had come out and said. We saw the kind of protests that were led against him, specifically in Mumbai. Complaint filed against him with the police as well. That seems to have now forced Jitendra Awhad to come out and apologize. Yasha, my colleague, now joining us, getting us more details on this. Yasha, Jitendra Awhad there trying to come out and say that if sentiments are hurt, I apologize. What else has he said in his defense? Why exactly he made the comment?
In fact, right now we're seeing that because there have been several protests across Maharashtra. Jitendra Awhad, who was in fact earlier supposed to give some clarity about why he made this statement, is now apologizing. He's in fact saying that if sentiments are hurt, I apologize. I spoke in the floor yesterday, and then he said that I haven't spoken without studying it. I feel sad. So the emotions are more important than scholarship. This is the stance that Jitendra Awhad is in fact putting forth. In fact, he even says that Ram resides in our heart. I go to Ram temple regularly, and then he also mentions about how he feels that the statement that he's made is wrong. So here we're seeing that, considering that Jitendra Awhad made this stance yesterday, made a statement yesterday wherein he called Lord Rama a meat eater, to which now he's in fact, it seems like more of a damage control more, because ever since yesterday we've seen there were several people who are out on streets, there were several protesters who are out on streets opposing this whole, opposing this statement made by Jitendra Awhad. In fact, this morning we've seen that there was a complaint also that was registered at Ghatkopar police station, following which there were several protests that were supposed to be held today at Thane, which is in the vicinity of Jitendra Awhad's residence. But amidst all of this, considering that the statement had become controversial, we're seeing that Jitendra Awhad, who had made the statement yesterday at Shirdi, which is in Nasik, has now at the same location made a statement wherein he is taking his stance back. Yes.
Right. It's the pressure that's been put on them by their political rivals, by several others, the protests that we've seen, but it's also internal pressure is what we're learning, Yasha, isn't it? We're given to understand from our sources within the Sharad Pawar camp is that internally also they believe that this could backfire for them come election season, which is why they asked Jitendra Awhad to come out and apologize.
Absolutely. So, in fact, yesterday when we speak of this entire incident, yesterday when he was making this statement, there were senior party leaders who were present at that very location, be it for that Sharad Pawar or for that Supriya Sule. There was Anil Deshmukh. All of these senior leaders were there, and none of them, in fact, spoke about this. However, after the event, when we speak of Jitendra Awhad, he was quite firm on his stance. But the fact that he was supposed to speak, he in fact that we speaking with more evidences today. But the fact that he has taken his statement back speaks a lot about the fact that there would have been internal pressure within the NCP asking him to take this stance back. And amidst all of that, though the fact that the statement was made at a public platform, we have seen that none of the party leaders, or for that matter, none of the party spokesperson had in fact gone further and acknowledged or supported the statement of Jitendra Awhad. Not only NCP, but what's also being seen is the fact that amidst all of this, when we understand that there were several alliance partners also who had not really supported Jitendra Awhad on this stance, and this was something that was also being pinpointed by several leaders from BJP as well. So here, when we speak of the fact that this statement has been made, it had come out as a statement which was not only political, because over the last several weeks there have been several political statements that have been made when it comes to the whole Ram temple issue. But amidst all of this, considering the fact that this had become a religious issue and did not really go well with people, is where we are seeing that Jitendra Awhad had to take his statement back. Yes.
Now, Yasha, like you pointed out, there were several other senior leaders of the Sharad Pawar camp that were present on the dais when he made that comment. None of them came out and said anything. But have anybody from within the India Bloc Alliance, within the opposition alliance, come out and said anything or rebuked Jitendra Awhad for what he said yesterday?
So, apart from some NCP spokesperson, there was no other India Bloc Alliance or for that matter MV Alliance partners who came out in support of Jitendra Awhad. Now, when we speak here of Jitendra Awhad, the statement that he made could not have really gone really well with several other coalition partners as well. Especially speaking of Shiv Sena, which is a coalition partner which was a coalition partner in the last election at Maharashtra. When you speak of them, they have also been someone who's taken a Hindutva stance, and the fact that this statement did not go well with the entire Hindu community is something that could have backfired them even in the long run. And apart from leaders who are right now with BJP, that is, we see that there were NCP leaders who are with Ajit Pawar faction who come out in open and condemned the statement of Jitendra Awhad. There were several BJP leaders who condemned the statement of Jitendra Awhad. But when you speak of their coalition partners, or for that matter, their alliance partners, none of them in fact came out and spoke openly about it. So here, when you speak of Jitendra Awhad's statement, it could have possibly not gone well with other alliance partners as well, because we've seen that before this, when there were several statements that were made either by Sanjay Raut or for that matter other India alliance partners, there was a kind of support that they had received, that the India alliance partners have received. But here, Jitendra Awhad's statement did not get any support from any alliance partners, except the fact that there were several NCP spokespersons who said that this statement had come in as a response to the
Sure.
demand that was made by MLA Kadam, asking that there should be no meat and alcohol to be served anywhere
Sure.
in India on Jan 22nd. Yes.